Which is the best example of a country that is dependent on other countries? A country that has little fertile soil. 2, a country that has no imports. 3, a country with grain surpluses. Or D, a country with a diverse economy. So let's break this down. If you're a country that is dependent on other countries, it usually means that you're incapable of producing all the products that you need without trading with other countries. And so specifically importing from other countries. A says a country that has little fertile soil. This is a good example. A country that has little fertile soil would have to depend on other countries in order to import all of those agricultural products that they can't grow by themselves. If this country with no fertile soil was unable to trade, then they would have very, very low production of these essential goods. And that's why they're dependent on other countries to get those goods. So it looks like 1 is going to be a good candidate for our right answer choice here. 2 says a country that has no imports. And again, this is hard to believe because if you have no imports, then you aren't really dependent on other countries. You don't need other countries to trade with you or to sell you their goods. And so this would not be what we're looking for in this question. 3 says a country with grain surpluses. And if you're a surplus, you're mostly an exporter. And so it's not necessarily the case that you're dependent on other countries. It's more likely that other countries are dependent on your surplus exports. And so again, this doesn't really match what we're looking for here. And finally, D, 4, a country with a diverse economy. If your country has a diverse economy, then it's likely that you're able to produce a lot of different goods in your own domestic economy without engaging in trade. And so that's not going to be a country that we would expect to see very dependent on other countries because they have that robust ability to produce by themselves. And so what is going to be the best answer choice here? The best example of a country that is dependent on other countries is a country with little fertile soil. So let's take a look at the previous tutor's answer. And they also said 1, a country that has little fertile soil. And they said a country that has little fertile soil will have a low agricultural yield. Food is the most basic of all necessities upon which human civilization thrives. A nation hence cannot survive and grow if it lacks food to feed its population. Therefore, such a country will indulge in international trade to import food. This country will be dependent on other countries for food due to its comparative disadvantage. In exchange for imports, it will export a good or service in the production of which it has a comparative advantage. So yeah, definitely agree with that statement, and nothing really much to add there. And we can move on to the next question.